The simple egg you ate for breakfast this morning could be quietly damaging your health, or it might be the very thing saving your muscles from wasting away as you age. Before we go any further, subscribe to this channel. These tips could literally add years to your life, and you don't want to miss the next one. For over 20 years, I have analyzed the eating habits of thousands of older adults. I have noticed a deeply troubling pattern among seniors who love eggs. They are trying to eat healthy, but they are doing it all wrong. They make small errors in the kitchen that turn this superfood into a health hazard. Today you will learn the exact steps to unlock the full power of eggs. This will protect your brain, your eyes, and your heart without any dangerous side effects. Now before we continue, tell me your age and where you're watching from in the comments. This helps us understand who we're helping. Here's what most people get wrong about eggs and your health. For decades, traditional media told you that eggs would clog your arteries and cause heart attacks. They blamed the yellow yolk for raising your cholesterol, but that old advice is completely outdated and wrong. A 2022 study from Harvard University found that eating up to 1 egg per day does not increase the risk of cardiovascular disease for healthy adults. In fact, the researchers looked at over 100,000 people and found no link at all. Your liver actually makes most of your body's cholesterol. When you eat eggs, your liver simply makes less. The real danger is not the egg itself. The real danger is how you prepare it and what you eat with it. Let me take you deeper into the biology of eggs and why they are so beneficial for older adults. Eggs are one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. They contain high-quality protein, healthy fats, and a wide range of vitamins and minerals. A single large egg contains about 6 grams of protein, all 9 essential amino acids, and significant amounts of vitamin D, vitamin B12, selenium, and choline. The protein in eggs is highly bioavailable, meaning your body can easily absorb and use it. This is particularly important for seniors who may have reduced digestive efficiency. The choline in eggs is essential for brain health, as it is a precursor to acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that is involved in memory and muscle control. The lutein and zeaxanthin in egg yolks are powerful antioxidants that protect your eyes from age-related macular degeneration. Eggs also contain small amounts of omega-3 fatty acids, which have anti-inflammatory effects. The combination of these nutrients makes eggs a powerful tool for maintaining cognitive function, muscle mass, and overall health as you age. The protein in eggs is of exceptionally high quality. The biological value of egg protein is 100, meaning it is the standard by which all other proteins are measured. This means that your body can use the protein from eggs more efficiently than protein from most other sources. This is particularly important for seniors who need to maintain muscle mass to prevent falls and frailty. Eggs also contain vitamin D, which is essential for calcium absorption and bone health. Many seniors are deficient in vitamin D, and eggs are one of the few dietary sources. The selenium in eggs acts as an antioxidant, protecting your cells from oxidative damage. The B vitamins in eggs, including B12, riboflavin, and folate, are essential for energy production and cognitive function. By eating eggs regularly, you are providing your body with a comprehensive package of nutrients that support multiple aspects of your health. The egg also contains a nutrient called biotin, which is essential for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Biotin deficiency can lead to thinning hair, brittle nails, and skin rashes. By eating whole eggs, you are ensuring that you get enough biotin to maintain these tissues. Eggs also contain phosphorus, which is important for bone health, and zinc, which supports immune function. The combination of these nutrients makes eggs a complete food that can support your health in many ways. The fat in the yolk also helps your body absorb the fat-soluble vitamins found in other foods you eat with the eggs. This is why eggs are such a valuable addition to any meal. The yolk contains about 5 grams of fat, including healthy monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, as well as saturated fat. These fats are essential for hormone production and cell membrane health. Now let me tell you about a woman named Patricia. Patricia was 69 years old and had been avoiding egg yolks for years because she was afraid of cholesterol. She would eat egg whites only, thinking she was protecting her heart. But she noticed that her memory was getting worse and her joints were becoming stiffer. She came to me and said, "I'm eating healthy, but I feel like I'm falling apart." I explained to her that she was missing out on the most nutritious part of the egg. I encouraged her to start eating whole eggs, cooked gently with healthy fats. Within a few months, Patricia noticed a significant improvement. Her memory was sharper, her joints felt less stiff, and she had more energy. She told me, "I can't believe I was throwing away the yolk all these years." Patricia's story is a powerful reminder that the foods we have been taught to fear are often the ones that can help us the most. She also noticed that her skin looked healthier and her hair was stronger, which she attributed to the biotin and other nutrients found in egg yolks. She was also able to reduce her reliance on over-the-counter pain medications because her joint pain decreased significantly. The first mistake that people make with eggs is throwing away the golden yolk. Most people think they are being healthy by eating only egg whites. They want to avoid fat and cholesterol. But actually, they are throwing away the most healing part of the egg. When you dump the yolk, you lose almost all the heavy-hitting nutrients. The yolk contains a rare and powerful nutrient called choline. Choline is like a fuel injection for your brain cells. It helps your brain create acetylcholine, which is a chemical that passes messages between your nerves. A 2021 study from Boston University found that people who ate more choline had better memory scores and better brain tissue health. The yolk also contains lutein and zeaxanthin. These are two antioxidants that act like internal sunglasses for your eyes. They filter out dangerous blue light and protect your vision. Without these nutrients, your eyes age much faster. If you only eat whites, you miss out on 90% of these benefits. Let me explain the science behind these nutrients in more detail. Choline is an essential nutrient that is involved in many critical bodily functions. It is a precursor to acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that is essential for memory, mood, and muscle control. Choline also plays a role in cell membrane structure and lipid metabolism. A deficiency in choline can lead to cognitive decline, liver damage, and muscle weakness. The recommended daily intake of choline for adults is 425 milligrams for women and 550 milligrams for men. A single egg yolk contains about 130 milligrams of choline, making it one of the richest dietary sources. Other good sources of choline include beef liver, chicken, and fish, but eggs are one of the most accessible and affordable options. Lutein and zeaxanthin are carotenoids that accumulate in the retina of the eye, where they act as a natural sunscreen, filtering out harmful blue light and protecting against oxidative damage. They have been shown to reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration and cataracts. Studies have shown that consuming lutein and zeaxanthin from dietary sources is more effective than taking supplements, making eggs a superior choice. To fix this, you should eat the whole egg. Do not be afraid of the yellow center. Try to eat 2 whole eggs 3 times a week. This gives you around 300 milligrams of choline. That is nearly the full daily amount your brain needs to stay sharp. But wait until you see the next mistake. The second mistake is cooking your eggs at extreme heat. Most people think a crispy brown edge on a fried egg means it tastes better. They crank up the stove to save time, but actually, high heat changes the molecular structure of the fat in the egg. When you blast an egg yolk with intense heat, you oxidize the cholesterol. Oxidized cholesterol means the fat has become damaged by oxygen. This damaged fat travels through your body and scratches the inside of your blood vessels. Think of it like throwing sand into the smooth engine of your car. It causes irritation and plaque buildup. A 2023 study from the University of South Australia found that high-heat cooking methods increase the risk of cardiovascular inflammation by 24% compared to gentle cooking. You want to keep your food clean and stable. Let me explain the chemistry of lipid oxidation and why it is so harmful. When fats are exposed to high heat, they undergo a process called oxidation. This process creates free radicals and other reactive molecules that can damage cells and tissues. Oxidized cholesterol, in particular, has been shown to promote the development of atherosclerosis, which is the buildup of plaque in the arteries. This can lead to heart attacks and strokes. The protein in eggs can also become denatured at high temperatures, reducing its digestibility and nutritional value. Gentle cooking methods like poaching, soft boiling, or scrambling on low heat preserve the integrity of the nutrients and prevent the formation of harmful compounds. Scrambled eggs cooked on low heat are soft, creamy, and retain all their beneficial nutrients. Poached eggs are cooked in simmering water, which is a very gentle cooking method that does not oxidize the cholesterol. Soft-boiled eggs are cooked for about 6 minutes, which is enough to set the white but keep the yolk runny and full of nutrients. The ideal cooking temperature for eggs is between 140 and 150 degrees Fahrenheit for the yolk, which is much lower than the smoke point of most oils. To fix this, change how you use your stove. Cook your eggs on medium or low heat. You can soft boil them or poach them in simmering water. This keeps the delicate fats safe from oxidation. If you love fried eggs, use a lid to trap steam so they cook gently. Quick question: have you experienced sudden forgetfulness or low energy lately? Comment yes or no below. The third mistake is choosing the wrong cooking fat. Most people think any oil in the cabinet is fine for frying an egg. They grab margarine or cheap vegetable oils like soybean oil or corn oil, but actually these oils turn your healthy breakfast into an inflammatory trap. These oils are packed with omega-6 fatty acids. In small amounts they are fine, but in large amounts they act like pouring lighter fluid on a fire inside your joints. They create systemic inflammation, which means your whole body stays irritated and sore. This worsens arthritis and weakens your blood vessels. A 2020 study from the University of California found that high intake of processed vegetable oils increased markers of chronic body pain by 35% in older adults. Your body needs clean fuel to repair itself. Let me explain the difference between healthy and unhealthy cooking fats. Fats are composed of fatty acids, which can be saturated, monounsaturated, or polyunsaturated. The omega-6 fatty acids found in vegetable oils are polyunsaturated and can be pro-inflammatory when consumed in excess. The ideal ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids in the diet is about 4 to 1. However, the typical Western diet has a ratio of 15 to 1 or higher, which is associated with chronic inflammation. To fix this, you must change your cooking fat. Use 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil or a small pat of real butter. Olive oil contains polyphenols, which are natural compounds that soothe irritation and protect your heart. You only need about 5 milliliters of oil to keep the egg from sticking. Butter is a good choice for cooking eggs because it is saturated fat which is stable at high temperatures and does not oxidize easily. It also adds a rich flavor that complements the eggs perfectly. You can also use coconut oil, which is also stable at high temperatures and contains medium-chain triglycerides that are easily metabolized. Ghee, which is clarified butter, is another excellent option because it has a high smoke point and is lactose-free. The key is to choose fats that are minimally processed and rich in beneficial nutrients. But wait until you see the next mistake. The fourth mistake is storing your eggs in the refrigerator door. Most people think the plastic egg holder built into the fridge door is the perfect spot. It looks convenient and organized. But actually, this is the worst place to keep them. Every time you open the refrigerator door, the temperature drops and rises. This constant shifting creates moisture on the eggshell. Eggshells look solid, but they actually have thousands of tiny holes called pores. When moisture forms on the shell, bacteria can slip right through those pores and get inside the egg. The most dangerous bacteria is Salmonella, which can cause severe stomach issues and dehydration. For seniors, this can lead to a hospital visit. A 2024 study from Ohio State University found that eggs stored in the door grew bacteria 3 times faster than eggs stored on the back shelf. Let me explain the importance of proper egg storage. Eggs are naturally coated with a protective layer called the bloom, which seals the pores and prevents bacteria from entering. However, commercial eggs are washed and sanitized, which removes this protective layer. This makes them more susceptible to contamination. The best way to protect them is to keep them at a constant cold temperature. The door of the refrigerator is the warmest part of the fridge, as it is exposed to room temperature every time the door is opened. The back of the fridge is the coldest and most stable area. To fix this, leave your eggs in their original cardboard carton. Place the carton on the middle or bottom shelf near the back of the fridge. This area has the most stable temperature, keeping the eggs at a safe 40 degrees Fahrenheit or lower. You should also avoid washing eggs before storing them, as this can remove the protective bloom and make them more vulnerable to bacteria. If you have farm-fresh eggs that have not been washed, you can keep them at room temperature for a few weeks, but it is still best to refrigerate them for longer storage. Additionally, you should always check the expiration date on the carton and use the oldest eggs first. Before we go further, if this is making sense so far, hit that like button. It tells me you want more videos like this. The fifth mistake is pairing your eggs with processed breakfast meats. Most people think a traditional breakfast means eggs alongside a few strips of crispy bacon or sausage. They see it as a normal morning routine. But actually, this combination cancels out all the wonderful benefits of the egg. Processed meats are loaded with sodium and synthetic preservatives called nitrates. Nitrates damage the lining of your blood vessels and make your arteries stiff like old plastic pipes. When your arteries lose their bounce, your heart has to pump much harder. This drives up your blood pressure instantly. A 2023 study from Oxford University found that eating just 25 grams of processed meat per day increased the risk of heart disease by 18%. That is equal to just 1 single strip of bacon or 1 small sausage link. you are putting a heavy burden on your cardiovascular system first thing in the morning. Let me explain the health risks of processed meats. Processed meats are meats that have been preserved by smoking, curing, salting, or adding chemical preservatives. They include bacon, sausage, ham, hot dogs, and deli meats. These meats are high in sodium, which can raise blood pressure, and contain nitrates and nitrites, which can form harmful compounds in the body. The World Health Organization classifies processed meats as a Group 1 carcinogen, meaning there is strong evidence that they cause cancer. Eating them regularly increases your risk of colorectal cancer, stomach cancer, and other digestive cancers. The combination of eggs and processed meats is particularly harmful because the high fat content of the eggs can increase the absorption of the harmful compounds in the processed meats. To fix this, swap out the meat entirely. Pair your eggs with a handful of fresh spinach, half an avocado, or a slice of whole grain toast. This adds fiber and potassium to your meal. Potassium helps flush excess salt out of your system and keeps your blood pressure low. Adding vegetables to your breakfast also provides antioxidants that protect your cells from damage. You can also add mushrooms, tomatoes, or bell peppers to your eggs for extra flavor and nutrition. I would love to hear your story. What made you click on this video today? Share in the comments. Let's pump the brakes for a second. While eggs are an incredible tool for your health, they are not for everyone. You must listen to your body and look at your medical history. Some people are hyper-responders to dietary cholesterol. This means their bodies absorb cholesterol much faster than the average person. If you have advanced type 2 diabetes or a genetic heart condition, eating too many eggs might raise your bad cholesterol levels. I am not saying this to scare you, but you must be smart. If you experience stomach cramps, bloating, or skin rashes after eating eggs, you might have a hidden food sensitivity. Always consult your personal doctor or a registered dietitian before making huge changes to your daily diet. They can run a simple blood test to check your lipid panel and make sure your numbers are moving in the right direction. If you have a history of heart disease, it is especially important to monitor your cholesterol levels and adjust your diet accordingly. So you are convinced, but thinking, how do I actually do this without complicating my life? The simplest option is to start your week with hard-boiled eggs. You can boil half a dozen eggs on Sunday night, keep them in their shells in the back of your fridge. In the morning, you just peel one and eat it with a piece of fruit. This takes zero cooking time during your busy morning. If you prefer hot meals, make a simple scramble, whisk 2 eggs in a bowl with a tablespoon of water, pour it into a warm pan with a tiny bit of olive oil, stir it gently on low heat for 3 minutes until it forms soft pillows. It is cheap, fast, and highly nutritious. You do not need to buy expensive designer eggs to stay healthy. Standard large eggs from your local grocery store contain the exact same muscle-building protein. You can also make a veggie omelet with leftover vegetables from the night before, which is a great way to reduce food waste. Look, there is a lot of confusing noise out there about nutrition. You do not need to overthink this or change your entire life overnight. Start with just one small change tomorrow morning. Keep the yolk, turn down the stove heat, and skip the bacon. Your body will tell you if it is working, because you will feel more energetic and satisfied throughout the day. You will also notice that your joints feel less stiff and your mind feels sharper. These are the small changes that add up to a big difference in your quality of life. You have the power to protect your health with simple, everyday choices. Use that power wisely. If this helped you, hit that like button. And if you want more videos like this, make sure you are subscribed because we post new health tips every single day. Stay healthy, stay strong.